Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is Behavior here with your girl Tyra with Reviewz TV for the season finale of Snowfall Season 5, Episode 10, recap and review. Guys, we finally made it. This episode is titled Fault Lines. Franklin is decimated, destroyed, annihilated. What is going on? Teddy moves to secure his future. The family fractures. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap. We are going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. You have been warned. Tara, we are here, ma'am. Thank you so much for being here. Jumping right into it. What did you think about the season finale? Was it epic? Was it adventurous? Was it a dream come true? Were you disappointed? Do you have a favorite character? Did that shift? Let us all know, ma'am. How did you feel about the episode? The floor is yours.
I felt well about it. Like what happened?
You don't sound like it, but
I told what was gonna happen. It happened, and it left me feeling very fulfilled. I'm really interested to see the next episode, and now we gotta wait. But my predictions, I feel like they came true. Somebody died. You know, stuff happened. So I'm good with it.
I'm disappointed.
Oh.
With the death. But I mean, y'all, of course, if you know, I mean, y'all know this is Tyra with Reviewz TV. If you've been subscribed to the channel, you already know what the deal is. But make sure you follow her on social media. Again, she's on my channel tab. Here is her channel right here. But we're gonna get to that just a little bit later. But Ivy's dead with an A. With an A. Ivy, no.
You couldn't wait. Yeah, I just let them check me in your comments. Like she said it wrong.
That's funny. But I want to let you guys know I'm still having these technical difficulties, so we're not gonna have any images for you like we usually do. But that's all good. We're gonna be going off the dome. But Tyra, I gotta say, I'm disappointed that Ivy's dead. I really am. Ivy was one of my favorite characters. He was a G. He was a rider. You know, he was straight up. He was cool. He was charismatic. He had it all. You know, he was about to steal the panty drawers from Clarissa away from Teddy, you know, with the last episode. But he ain't getting no panty drawers this time unless they're going to be in the afterlife. But, I mean, I'm hurt, ma'am. I mean, so you knew you knew somebody was going to die, or you knew Ivy was going to die?
Oh, I did not think Ivy was gonna go. Not him. I thought somebody a little bit further in the clique, somebody who held a little bit more weight. Not that he doesn't, but I thought maybe one of our more main characters might catch it. But no, they got Ivy. Like, and I was all hopeful when the episode started. I was like, oh, he alive. He in the trunk.
No. He is dead. He is not coming back. I mean, I like when he first got, I was like, wait a minute, is Reuben gonna let him go? And he cut him loose, and I was like, oh, okay, I did not see that coming. But then he shot him, and I was like, okay, damn, man. And as soon as Ivy started singing, whatever he was singing, I'm not making fun. I mean, that's his culture or whatever. I don't know nothing about it. But I was like, damn, he knows he's about to die. And I was like, is somebody gonna come and bust through the door with guns blazing to save his ass? No, that did not happen. And Ivy's gone, man. He's not coming back. I'm sad. We got to pour one out for Ivy. If I had I was gonna say something clever, but I can't right now.
I was looking a little sideways at how quick Ivy flipped. He's like, yeah, I ain't got no loyalty to nobody. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
I thought it would take a little bit more convincing than that, but it was like, yeah, if you just give me immunity, I'll tell you anything. I was like, oh, okay.
Right. And he died at the hands of Reuben, of course. That is, we know who he works for now. He works for the Russians. He works for the KGB, and we got a little bit of backstory. And I never did like him. I never did trust him, and I definitely don't like him now. You know, hopefully they're gonna not try to redeem his character, because he was neutral since the beginning of the show. We didn't know whose side or where his loyalty lied, but you done killed Ivy. And what's disappointing is nobody's gonna know that Ivy's dead. I mean, because they're dealing with professionals.
Yeah.
So you know they're gonna clean up the body and clean up any type of evidence. We saw that his warehouse was burnt up and all that, and so it's just gonna be, you know, That we just getting on Ivy now. But do you have any comments on that before I move on to the next part?
No,
Okay.
that was shocking. I didn't expect him to die this episode.
Okay, y'all let us know what y'all think down in the comment section. Of course, this is not live, this is a recording.
Mhm.
But we also got some so many unanswered questions. First of all, where the F is Peaches? I do want to know where Peaches is. Where is Alton? We went a whole season without getting Alton. Where you think Alton is? Where you think Peaches is?
I'm just gonna assume that Alton is dead now. Like I was hoping that he wasn't. And I figured if he was, that they would have shown us. But like I don't have any more hope that he is alive. Peaches, I just knew we were gonna see Peaches before this episode went off. I was looking for Peaches. I
Yeah,
thought it was Peaches, but it was Kane. I was like, well, damn, that's not Peaches.
yeah.
But yeah, that's like a big question mark just to leave all the way to a new season. That's even if they care to explore that. It just kind of feels like that's something that's just going to be left alone, and something that was just supposed to be shocking of Peaches, of all people taking the money. I really don't feel like they're going to explore it anymore.
I got you. Now, you may have already answered this, and I apologize if you have, and I wasn't paying attention. But
Mhm.
I mean, are you satisfied with how this concluded, or no?
With what we've got, with the episodes, I'm satisfied with how they wrapped it up. It's still, I wasn't sure how they would wrap this up and keep me interest to watch, the further season, because honestly, I have been disappointed in where the show has went so far, and I feel like we wasted a whole lot of time. But we could have got a little bit more. I did want some more with our characters. I did, want some more with someone other than Franklin. But it did what it needed to do, in my opinion.
Who did you want more from, if you don't mind now?
Everybody, like, I wanted to see, where things were standing with Sissy, and since we actually know who the man is now, like, does this, change the dynamics of that relationship? What's going on with that? Of course, I wanted to know what happened with Peaches, what's going to happen with, Leon and Wanda, and I feel like we could have went a little bit more in depth. There's pretty much a question mark on everybody's situation now, but I did want some more on everybody. I did.
I got you. My immediate closing this out, well, not closing that, I didn't mean to say that, but Leon right now is my favorite character. I like the mindset that he's on right now. I kind of feel sorry for him, and I can kind of relate because he's trying to be patient with his people, but they're just not seeing the bigger picture. They still want to party and smoke and drink, and there's nothing wrong with drinking and smoking and partying, as long as you do it at the right time and the right place. And it doesn't seem like that's the case in this situation right here. Leon is just he's trying to educate his brothers and sisters, trying to get them in those books. And old dude is playing, dominoes, shooting guns up in the air, again, and Leon is just frustrated. And
Yeah.
you I don't expect him to go off on nobody, because you cannot expect somebody to be at the same level of awareness or consciousness that you are, because Leon didn't always think that way. So you
No.
can't expect somebody just to jump on the train as soon as you do. It takes time, and just depends on what somebody is going through. Usually people become an activist when something happens to them or something that they care for. But I mean, I like where Leon was going with this. It's like, hey, if Franklin's going to be out the game, then I think that we should be out the game too. We can invest, buy a home, all
Yeah.
that good stuff, but nobody was on the same wavelength. And you could just see the frustration in his face.
Yeah.
I am glad that Wanda got the passport. They
Mhm.
did look cute. Hey, baby, I got it. And she jumping in his arms. She's like, let's go. And she was at the office like, I want to go on a vacation for a very, very long time. But when I
Yes.
come back, I still got the job to my leave of absence. I liked all that because, I was ripping her to shreds last episode. Like, Wanda, you tripping. You're
Yes.
tripping. But how did you feel about Leon and, his mindset and Wanda and all that? How did you feel about it?
I loved it. It did look like there was a dilemma. I didn't know whether it was supposed to be. I love how it was instant, like, yeah, y'all, I'm done. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, they rolling. Everybody was instantly like, they just looking like they're just about to lose their minds. And I didn't know if that was like, well, like I tried, I just can't reach them. I'm not helping them, or was he feeling more like, I don't feel like they're going to be okay without me and I'm going to stay? It looked like he was indecisive, and it looked like he might consider staying because he doesn't know what's going to happen to his people. He really does care. But I love the way that he handled himself in this episode, even speaking on like, hey, they're about to, change the laws as far as drugs are concerned. We're going to get more time for selling crack than you would this other substance. Like, this is the time to get out. And they are just not trying to hear it. But I do like the aspect of him and Wanda leaving, but with how excited she was versus him, I just felt like I was like, well, damn, Leon not leaving. That's what I felt. I felt like maybe he changed his mind because he can't walk away.
Now, they said that, of course, we're going to get a 6th season, but do
Yeah.
you think that they can wrap everything up in 10 episodes? So you think we should get, another season as well? Like, I think we should get more, but I don't know. What do you think
Yeah,
about that?
we always want more.
Right, right, right.
We
That's
always, but
true.
I think since it is, the last hurrah, I feel like they're gonna go out on a bang and it'll be a really good season.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll see. But of course, I still wish John Singleton was here.
Yeah.
To because even with me starting this show late, I can tell there was a dip in the writing from when Singleton was
Mhm.
alive, opposed to where he's not here with us anymore. But rest in peace, brother. We do miss you. And I got to talk about Ivy again real quick before we move on to somebody else. Like,
Mhm.
where's all his men at? His henchmen?
Uh,
Are they not going? I mean, maybe they're looking for him off screen or something like that. But he had a whole crew, and the warehouse is burnt up. So I'm pretty sure
yeah.
they tried to show up to work the next day, and they saw it was on fire. And so I kind of wish that we would have got a little bit of that. But how you feeling about Veronique? Do you think we can trust her
Uh,
now? Because me personally, I was ripping on her shreds. You was talking about her
mm.
wigs and I was talking about her feet, and she can't be
That's
trusted, and
cute.
she faking the pregnancy. You think she a real one now, or you still on
I
the fence?
First of all, I don't want to see no unicorn sex. I don't want to hear it. If we can't see it, I don't want to hear it.
Oh wow, okay.
That bothered me in the beginning of this episode because I was like, all right, we about to see some cheeks in the beginning of Snowfall. And it was like,
Mm,
nope, face shots. I don't like that. If I can't see the sex, I don't want to hear it.
wow.
Second, that bothered me.
You know what? Real quick, I wasn't gonna bring it up because I didn't want to sound inappropriate. I don't want you to be like, yeah, bitch, trying to talk about sex. But you
I,
go ahead,
hey,
unicorn
no,
sex. Go
what did
ahead.
you think about it? Because I was like, what is this?
Well, I mean, I'm not necessarily saying I just wanted to see the cheeks, but I did say to myself, "Oh, we get a sex scene. I don't think we've seen
Yeah,
this before."
we have not.
Is Franklin gonna give it to her? But we didn't see that. We
No,
saw it
we
at the
ain't
tail
seen
end.
now one stroke.
Oh man, okay.
Veronique. She I'm I feel like at least we're leaving off where I feel like she's loyal. I'm still not really fully committed into her as a character or his soon to be, baby mother, soon to be wife with what they're trying to do. But she seems pretty loyal. She had every opportunity in this episode to just go, okay, you know what? Now you don't have no money. Now you have to go back into the game because this, that, and the third. When you told me that this was it, they were having unicorn sex because this was it. He thought he was he thought he was walking away,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she has stayed by his side. The money is gone, and she's still there.
Right. In the chat, let us know if you've ever had unicorn sex before. Tell us all about it, the ups, the downs, the ins and outs. We want to know, and we will respond to the comment. And Tyra, I gotta say, I can't remember if you ripped me up about this. Was it on camera or off camera? You
What?
told me that you too traditional. Do
I
you remember
probably
saying
did.
that? Yeah. And I was like, oh, but what I look, if I don't mean to offend anybody out there, but I'm just going to be honest with you. It is so backwards to me that after the unicorn sex, when Franklin and Veronique was in bed, and Franklin was talking about walking away and all the future plans, and they're talking about marriage. She's gonna be like, "Well, if you get your act right, then you can get a ring, and then we can go from there about marriage." My thing
Mhm.
is, wait a minute, you're gonna do all this other stuff with this man, but marriage is the last. Like that should have been the first thing on the table. I mean, you had
Mhm.
look. I'm just saying you had a baby by him, you in business with them, you're traveling the world, you know, and not just you in business with him. I mean, you running the business. You got out. I mean, like, why is
Yeah.
marriage? Why if y'all are doing all that, especially when you have a kid together, like, why are you just now considering marriage like it's an afterthought? I mean, you can conceive a child unwillingly, you know, oh crap, the condom broke or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. But
Yeah.
it's like, did you have an expiration date on all the real estate businesses and ties that y'all was going to go to? Like, yeah, we're going to do this for 10 years, 15 years, then we're going to part ways. Like,
Mm.
you in this for the long run. So why would you not want to get married a long time ago? Like, I gotta think about it. Like, that's just backwards thinking to me.
Well, it
Go
was
ahead.
because she wanted him to be out of the what she wanted him to be out of the game first, B. She's like, I don't want to marry you and I'm ducking for my life or the baby. Like, how are you gonna do both? How are you gonna be a gangster and be my husband and a father? So now that the aspect of that, well, they thought it was gone, then it's like, okay, well now we can consider marriage because now I feel like, we're moving forward and I'm safe. That's what I
Well,
thought.
okay, fair enough. We may have to flip a coin here because I mean, they could have got pregnant by accident, and that's one thing. But if it was on purpose, that's just ass backwards to me. Like,
Well,
if it was
yeah.
on purpose, like, okay, you don't want to get married until I'm out the game, but you want to have a baby with me, well, when I'm
Mhm.
not out the game yet. So we'll see. But those lines of dialogue didn't drop, so we don't know if them getting pregnant was intentional or like, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh shit. Okay, I guess I'm a
I
daddy
felt
now.
like it was like, oh, I'm pregnant throughout the show. That's what I thought. It didn't feel like anything was planned.
I got you. I got you. We also got Louie and Jerome on the honeymoon, living it up. Jerome, I kind of wanted more than from him in these past few episodes. We're not getting a lot. You disagree? You don't want more
I
Jerome?
did. I
Oh,
was
okay.
disappointed as shit in this episode with Jerome.
Yeah. He's sitting back, being a little bit too calm and collected. We're definitely gonna talk about Louis because I have some things to say, but I want to save that. I want
Oh,
to save that. I'm gonna save that right there.
I was
I
so
do. I do. I
disappointed
do.
with
Yeah,
Jerome.
but yeah. But how you feeling about I mean, we can talk about Sissy, and again, let's talk about Gustavo
Mm,
and his dilemma with his lady and the kids. First of
yes.
all, them kids need their butt whooped. You know, you running through the house like, no, that would have been a whooping right there in my crib. They would have been like, slow down, Brennan, stop it, stop hitting them corners so tight. They break the lamp, but I
Yes.
didn't do it. Well, who did it, mother effer? Casper? I'm just like, I was so frustrated. Like, why are you not yelling at the kids? Why
Mm,
they not, at the very least put them in timeout? But man, she didn't do nothing. Oh, I
yeah.
guess I'll clean it up myself
Yeah.
before she
I
finds
think
out.
it's different because they're not actually her kids, so she kind of treats them as like, it low key. Most of the time, it feels like it's like, where the hell is Gustavo leaving me with these kids? That's
Mm,
the vibe I get from her. It's like, I'm here
okay.
for Gustavo. I'm not really here for these kids.
Okay. So we got to hear from Mama Tyra. So you would have handled it the same way that
Oh
she
yeah.
did. Oh yeah, you wouldn't have pulled out the belt or nothing like that.
First of all, this was gonna be my kids. You getting um I would have got them where they needed to be. No, you're not just running around and breaking shit and go
Yeah,
put your clothes on so we can go to school. No, what the hell?
I
Never
got you.
mind. But Gustavo this episode, I really didn't like how they played it because as we saw what happened to him in the end, the cop that was telling him, I think that was season 3 when he got caught up and all of that.
Mm,
And I feel like it was supposed to be the bug that was in the house, like, well, this probably was Teddy. Let me get my shit together and get on the road with my family, when in actuality it was whoever they are. Who are they?
the DEA, the
Is it
DEA.
DEA? Yeah,
Yeah.
DEA, following him yet again. But I wasn't mad at Gustavo at that moment and how he handled himself. Like, I love you and everything, Franklin, but just how at this moment you're trying to think about your family, I have to think about my family too, and I need to get the hell out of here.
I was kind of disappointed in that though. Mind
Uh,
you, when he did call Franklin at the payphone,
mm,
you noticed they zoomed in on a car that was in the background, and
yeah,
they stayed on that shot for quite some time. I thought
yeah,
they had possibly had some significance to it, but there was no reveal. Like we didn't ever see who was in the car. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. I was waiting on it, and I was like, maybe I was tripping. Maybe it was nothing.
Yeah, maybe it was nothing, but I was kind of disappointed with Gustavo. I mean, I guess we can conclude or assume at least that it was not Teddy that had the bug; it was the
No.
DEA.
Yeah.
Because I just knew it was Teddy, but the thing is, Gustavo also he knew or he was convinced that it was actually Teddy
Yeah.
that put the bug in there.
Mhm.
Also, excuse me, also earlier on in the season where Franklin, Teddy, and it may have been the very beginning of the season, Franklin, Teddy, and and uh Franklin, Teddy, and Gustavo, they met at that warehouse outside, and Franklin discovered that Teddy was spying on him through the window.
Yeah.
I thought that was and then and the Tiger King episode where
Yeah. A
Franklin and
bonding
also
moment.
right, that was in the back of the car. I thought that was a true bonding moment right there between the
Yeah.
two, and they was going to be like this, for the duration of the show.
I
So
did
it kind
not.
of surprised me that Gustavo was kind of giving him the cold shoulder, like, yeah, I got to look out for my family. Why don't you use Franklin to help you do that? Why don't y'all work together? I mean, Teddy, it's blatantly obvious that Teddy and Franklin can trust each other way more, light years more than they can trust Teddy. And so that was kind of disappointing to me. Like if I tell him,
I
he'll know
wasn't.
that I'm the rat.
I was not. It's not just the family aspect, but Gustavo has always rolled for Teddy. He always sticks by his side. He always seems to pick Teddy. Like
Really?
I didn't think at this moment that it would be any different because he's always been, I mean, granted through the seasons he's gotten, because you remember they were like at each other's throats in the beginning and back when Gustavo was just a wrestler.
Right.
But he's always been like right there with Teddy. I didn't feel like he would still, give the information to Teddy or want to feel the wrath of Teddy if he got in trouble or whatever it is. Like I thought he may give information like, hey, this house on the such and such, but I didn't expect him to just be so forthcoming and just like, okay, well, yeah, I need to switch sides, because in the power dynamic, Teddy still holds all the cards so far. So it's like, what do we really expect Gustavo to do besides maybe give a location that he might not know about? But at this moment, especially if it's like, okay, well, if he's doing that to you and he touched all your money, he took your money, you're Franklin. I'm just Gustavo. Let me go get my little 10 mil and get my ass out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm sure that I feel like Franklin would have did the same thing if the roles were reversed, if it was, hey, your family and, something going on. If he would have known beforehand that Teddy was going to touch that money, I feel like, hey, let me get my money and get the hell out of here. Which brings me back to what I said last show, Brandon. I told you Teddy wasn't just going to let him walk away.
Yeah, Teddy's a hoe. Teddy is a hoe. Teddy is a bitch. Teddy need his ass whooped, man. I want to fight Teddy in real life if I see him. Like, oh, you man, like that is so messed up. Like, we jump into the end real quick where Sissy was talking to Franklin. Look, Franklin, his money, like the episode said, Franklin is decimated.
Yeah.
$73 million gone. We know that it was Teddy. I think it was episode 8 where he was talking to that dude outside and talking about the transfers and stuff. And then we saw Teddy during the wedding episode where he was taking the pictures of Franklin's documents. But why? Teddy, I mean, Franklin sat down with Teddy at the end of episode 9 and was like, hey, I done made you 50-something million dollars. Over the years, we had a few genuine moments, and Teddy looked at this man in the face and was like hurt, or appeared to be hurt, that Franklin was ending the relationship. Like, oh man, we could still work it out. And he looked like he respected him too. Like, okay, hey, I know that we don't agree on things, but we can end this amicably. And that's not the case. He just stole and just lied to him. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, I told you, you shouldn't be putting your money out there. I'm just like, this dude is just evil to his core, white supremacist. Like, God, I
told you, B. Like, I don't know why you want to expect nobody at any point in time, which is why I didn't understand why Louie was so gung-ho to team up with Teddy. Like, that's it. Teddy cares about Teddy. And Teddy taking that money, Teddy already has that money spent, where he is going to go and split this down the middle. And Teddy doesn't need that. As he said, this is not going to any governmental whatever funding. This is money that I'm going to put in my pocket as if he ever needed it. Teddy is taking it because he can do that. Teddy just wanted to cut him down. Teddy is and will forever be a long-faced asshole.
Yeah, he is, man. And
That's
I got to give it to Damson Idris Franklin because the acting was nice as well in this episode. I mean, it's not too often to where you can just destroy your own office and people are not, I mean, you can get afraid, but like, hey, brother, I understand where you're coming from. You know, if I was in your shoes, I would be doing the thing too. Because we saw Veronique over there shaking. But shit, anybody will be like that if the damn you lose $73 million. You're like, oh man, it's like, look, I'm gonna call you in 30 minutes and you better have my answers. And man, I feel sorry for him. We find out that he's in debt. He owes more money than he has. It was like, even if we sell everything, there still will not be enough. So not only did he lose the 73 million, he finna lose all these properties,
everything,
another $6 million investment, and he just like, that's horrible, man. I feel really bad for Franklin. Do you think he gonna get his money back?
You see where we ended up at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
There was never, and once that money has, like he said, you saw, you know, Veronique, she was trying to help, like, well, maybe we can do this, trying to be logical. He was like, no. If Teddy took it, like, that's whole CIA governmental territory where they're gonna give you my shit back. Like, that money, I feel like that money is gone.
Yeah.
And he knows it, and that's why he kind of resulted to what he resulted to. Like, even it was just so sappy to see him try to buddy up to Teddy. Like, you know what? I changed my mind. You know, I was moving a little, I was thinking quick. I'll come back. And it was like, yeah, no. It's like, okay, nigga, give me my money.
Yeah, right. He did change it up quick. Yeah.
It's so
you crack a motherfucker. Like, yeah.
But just to see how frustrated he was throughout the episode, it was like, damn. But I didn't expect anything less here because I'm like, Teddy is always going to be Teddy. So if you thought, fine, you want to walk away, walk away. I'm going to make sure you feel it when you walk away. I'm going to hit you where it hurts. Anything else he could have hit, like anything. He hit the money.
Yeah.
He's worked for that. Since that's backpack carrying, trying to figure out getting beat up, getting jumped, getting shot at, all that. Yeah. Alton, like a lot has been sacrificed just for that money, and now like he's done all of that and he has nothing to show for it.
That's true. That's horrible. And even when it was in the office where it was Franklin, Sissy, and Veronique, you know, she was like, hey, I can trace the funds. And, you know, he was saying, hey, if this was a legitimate seizure, we would all be in cuffs. So he knew someone pulled the okie doke on him. He knew he fell for the banana in the tailpipe. And to say, hey, what if we trace this back to a CIA slush fund? What are we going to do then? Yeah. Veronique was coming with, you know, just like, hey, baby, I got you. I got the knowledge. I got the resources. I got the experience. Yes, we can trace it. This is how it works. I've been doing this all my life. And you need to listen to her because you're out of options, Franklin. And it was at one point, Veronique made a call. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, do you think it was to her mama, the queen bee over there, talking, hey mama, you know, my new boo, we in a tight bind right now. I got the skills, you the master, you know what I'm saying? Let's come together, mama. We gotta help out Franklin. So I was saying to myself, yeah, she calling her mama.
That's the right one.
And you know it's gonna go down too, because we know Veronique's posture by this point and her mannerisms, her body language. But when she was on that phone, she threw all that away. She kind of get to the edge of her seat and leaned in on the phone like this, like, look, you know, we got a problem over here. So I'm like, oh shit, you know, when she do that right there, she finna come with the heavy heat. So I cannot wait to season 6 to see
all
who
the
this
stories
is.
We didn't heard about the mama and back in the day, and it seems like she's gone out of her way, which I didn't understand. So I'm like, you trying to distance yourself from situations like your mother. The last person I would go to be with is Franklin. But it just seems like the mama is with the shits, and I can't wait to see it.
With the shits, who do you think they're gonna cast her as? If you just had to throw something out there,
I don't know.
Jennifer Lewis. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know.
That first of all, no. That would be like we need somebody with some pimp Mama Diaz energy. We need somebody tough. I can't even think of anybody right now. Like
Vivica Fox.
That would be good.
I would just be random too. I would just be random.
That would, like, we need somebody with a lot of swagger that look like, you know, hey, somebody to put the fear of Jesus in somebody's chest with a hat on. You know, somebody with a lot of swag. Remember how fresco grandma was when we got that little flashback in Euphoria. We need some of that energy to come through.
Yeah, we do. So I don't know, y'all. I mean, what do y'all think about Veronique, man? Y'all, I mean, I was one that didn't want to trust her. I think I forgot who put it in my comment section, but there was like, y'all tripping. There has been no evidence that Veronique is
It's
crooked, or that,
crazy.
and y'all just ganging up on her. Y'all don't want to like Veronique, so y'all let us know, is Veronique a real one? Can we still trust her, or can we trust her now? How do you feel? This does she really want to Frank? Does she really want to help Franklin, or is she just in it to get the money herself so she can dip as well? I am dying to know. I have no idea. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But yeah, that $73 million is gone, man. And I don't know what we're gonna do.
It's too much.
I really don't know what we're gonna do. And so let me see, who do we got next before. I don't want to talk about Louie yet. I gotta save
Oh.
that. I gotta save it. I gotta save now. Also, okay, what was Reuben up to exactly? What information? I mean, he linked up with Sissy because he
Mhm.
wanted to take Teddy down, but he broke into that house. Whose house was that they broke into? It wasn't Teddy's home.
I
I don't.
thought it was Teddy's home, but I was like, maybe it's Avi's, maybe well, that's who it was. It had to be Avi's because he
That's
got the files and it was like, well, no, I would never keep, important stuff in that place. If you give me immunity, then I'll tell you what you need to know, what you need to see. So it had to be Avi's house.
one of the criticism I have is I hate when people waste time when they're trying to sneak in to get some information. I just would have broken into the safe and stole all the documents, left and looked at them later.
Oh, yeah, look,
I wouldn't have
just
opened
read
it
it.
and started flipping through pages while I'm in the lion's den. He almost
Mm,
got. I'm like, bro, just take everything. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? Like, you left the flat. I mean, he had to get out of there. But that was an intense scene. But it looks like Clarissa got kidnapped because
I
what you
because
think?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I just don't like her as a character, but I didn't. It didn't look like fear to me. It just looked like I don't want somebody I know to see me in this car. It didn't. I don't know. It felt awkward. I don't
What do you
know.
mean? So,
I
well, I
don't.
mean, what do you think? Do you think he
I
killed
mean,
her?
what? I don't think he killed her, but what? What would he gain from taking her? Like, if he didn't know her, like, why would he take her?
Good point. Good question. I didn't even think of that. I did not think of that. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
I
don't know.
didn't. I was like, it's like, oh, there's such and such. I don't want him to see me. I'm rolling around with Teddy. It's like, oh no, get your ass out the car and come on. What the hell are you doing here? That's what it felt like to me. Because if I at first I thought that he, was gonna close up loose ends and just shoot her or something, but she's just gone. So
I got
yeah.
you. I got you. Now, one of the things that I was entertained by this episode, but I'm also disappointed with a lot of things. And it was
Mhm.
a great episode, but I'm still disappointed with just how things turned out. First of all, we talked about Ivy. He's dead. It's going to take me a while to get over that. The next thing is I don't want to see black people fighting each other, especially family.
Mhm.
Franklin and Louie both were wrong in this episode. Franklin, I understand you're emotional, but bro, you pulled a
Mhm.
gun on your auntie and you threatened to shoot her. Now, Louie is and Franklin, you're wrong for that. You trash for that. But Louis is trash too.
Mhm.
Louis. Like I can kind of more understand where Franklin is coming from because you're going to be completely unrational and irate if you lose $73 million, especially the
Mhm.
way that you won, the way that it went down. But Louis, your betrayal was on a whole nother level, in my opinion. And Tyra, you can tell me if you disagree or not. Her insecurity is going to burn down the world. I mean, damn, what else do you want, woman? You got a nice life. You got a man that loves you and does not care about your past. I cannot stress this enough how big of a deal it is for Jerome to ignore her past lifestyle. That is just
Mhm.
not common and realistic. I'm just being honest with you. You want to know, women out there, if you want to know the mindset of a man, that's just, I mean, even the women. I'm just saying, Tyra, if you meet a guy hey, what do you do? Well, right now I work at Home Depot, but I used to be a porn star. You know, that's gonna put a mental block. And it's like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? This is probably not somebody that I want to marry, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not knocking nobody for saying it. And so she gotta come up, she got money now, a man that loves her, but it's not enough. She
Yeah.
gonna reply back, it's my turn. You're gonna betray this your nephew that you've been knowing your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You know that this white man betrayed your nephew too, and you still gonna want to team up with him and not help your family because
Yeah.
you want it to be your turn.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
what she said.
never experienced somebody more selfish before in my life, whether it was fake or fiction. That was horrible. My jaw hit the ground, Tyra. That is
Yeah.
disgusting to me. It is my turn. I know I'm
Yeah.
on the soapbox right now, but god damn, it is my turn. Yes, I know this dude screwed you over. I don't care. It's my turn. And Franklin, he's gonna do the same thing to you. Well, it's my turn. I want to take that chance. Oh my God, Louie, you are horrible. Tell Tyra how you feel. Uh,
First of all, I was mad at Jerome. I was thinking that we were going to get some pushback from Jerome in this episode when she
yeah,
said Franklin. Once she said Franklin was out and he was like, and you could tell he was sulking, like it was a problem, but he didn't say anything. It was like, so like out, out. It just felt like that could be us. That could be us. And also, that's my nephew. If he's out, that means we are really knee deep in this. And we don't have anybody else to put like it's completely different to be partners and be 90%. Like, no, you're 150,000% linked up with Teddy of all people.
yeah,
After he didn't say that, and Sissy, because Sissy made the call previously to go, oh well, let me call to make sure. So once he called her and said, I need you, she already knew. She already knew that Teddy took his money. She already knew what he wanted. That's why she brought backup. She she already knew what he wanted. So once he called and she was like, well, yeah, this is a bad time. I already knew what the hell was up. What I didn't expect was for Franklin to pull out that gun.
yeah,
So I was like, oh shit.
yeah. That was
that like really shocked me. So I will kill your ass 10 times over if it's
yeah,
about my money. I was
yeah,
like, well, damn.
yeah. He burnt the bridge right there.
Yeah.
It's really no coming back after that. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut you off, but go keep going.
No, it's nothing coming back from this situation. They have came back from many situations, but I think that we've known for some times now that it's just they're pretty much done. Louie has low-key been done. She's been waiting for her turn. And now that she's finally got it, it's like no looking back. But she's not, and I love how she, out of respect for Jerome, I'm not gonna shoot you. Like, if it was out of respect for Jerome, we wouldn't be here at all. Like, none of this would be happening. You would not be this hungry for power in a position like where do you think this is gonna go, Louie? Like, she was completely annoying the shit out of me this episode. I was really disappointed in the both of them. I can understand why he pulled out that gun, but the fact that he did, like,
Yeah,
I thought like it was an emotional moment and he was gonna break down. But when he said like I will shoot your ass 10 times over, I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay, like this is totally different. But you see now that she has her own private henchman ready to roll out at any time, but she has
yeah,
enough forethought to
yeah.
bring her back up. But she is completely invested in the situation and invested in Teddy and has divided the whole fucking family. And nobody's gonna suffer but Jerome and everybody else who really don't want anything to do with this.
Yeah, the relationship is over. Only way I can see them coming back from this is literally if Franklin takes a bullet for her, like she's about to get shot and he jumps in front of the bullet. You know what I'm saying? Then they may be able to reconcile the differences or something like that. Or pulls her up off a cliff or some. I don't know, some shit like
Some
that. But
dramatic.
yeah, Franklin, you pulled a gun on her, man, and I wouldn't want to deal with nobody either if they pulled a gun on me. But at the same, I mean, but at one on one, it's wrong regardless. I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but at the very least, though, he was emotional because he got his 73 million stolen, and Louis just like, no, I'm not gonna help you. I'm literally going. I'm gonna go ahead and continue to work with the exact guy that screwed you over.
Yeah.
That's just he felt betrayed, but Louis, she been feeling this way for a long time, man.
Oh yeah.
She is a woman scorned, and regardless of whose fault it is, it's just she's. I guess I want to say damaged goods in a way. I don't even know if it's good, but
Yeah.
Louis,
I
Louis,
thought that
Louis is horrible.
we thought for so long that she would see the light in her relationship, because clearly, even from this episode, because I feel like it's increased every episode with her interaction with the activity, the beeper, and Jerome was like, no, like I feel like that's going to drive a whole wedge in between their relationship, this marriage. Like it's just not, it's not going to work. I don't think so.
Yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section below. We're very, very curious. And also we got Black and Diamond in here as well. I didn't think we was gonna see them. They're being pretty loyal to Franklin. And he ended up robbing the Louie and Jerome, man. I don't think that's a good move either, because now you beefing with Jerome. First it was just Louie and Louie and Franklin, but now Jerome gonna be pissed off, and you murdered 4 people. How you feel? I'm disappointed in all this. You kind of the mic the said it again. The mic kind of messed up.
Well, I'm like, what? I'm not sure what he's supposed to do. Like that whole, like, first you try to mend everything with Teddy, and it's like, well, no, you can just buy from. It's like, no, I'm not trying to buy from anybody. I just want my money back. And then him and Louie burnt that bridge, and it's like he said, it's no coming. If anybody's uncomfortable, get out the damn car now. I'm about to just change up everything. Like the fact that the guns were drawn, and it's just like, okay, well, now you're completely an enemy, whether you're married to my uncle or not. So yeah, I'm about to come take your shit.
So you would have robbed her too?
I hate to see it. I didn't like it, but it's real life out here. I need that money. I need that money. With how ruthless Franklin has been lately, especially in this episode, like he freaking lost it. Like he lost everything. And it's like, not only am I losing this, but it's no coming back from that. I'm going to be bankrupt and all in debt. I don't have any aspects of getting that 73 million. I'm just supposed to sit and be the lower man on the totem pole now and sell for Louie. Like,
yeah.
No, what am I supposed to rebuild 73 million? And then it wasn't even like Louie tried to give any type of assistance, just to go, hey, I know this, that, and the third. Hey, let me give you a little milli to carry you over.
Yeah, that.
Something. It was just like, no, I can't help you. I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm not fucking over my relationship with Teddy. It's like, okay, you put a gun on me, I put one on you. Now I want to take your money and rat your ass out.
Yeah, so. Louie is awful, man. I can't remember the last time I've despised the character this much in the show. I just don't understand it. How can you knowingly deal with the devil? That's just crazy to me. But yeah, so they stole a lot of money, and and what we got next is Franklin goes to the hospital, and he tells Kane that it was Louie, and there is definitely no coming back from this at all. The bridge is burnt. It's to a crisp. I mean, like, there's no way. It's over with. The relationship is done. Done. I'm disappointed, man. I wanted to see Franklin, Louie, and Jerome, live happily ever after, but they're gonna hate each other now, because Kane has every reason to yeah, he does. And of course Jerome gonna have to be there to say this is messy. It's just a big mess. And I'm just like, I was actually watching this, and I was like, would John Singleton have wrote this like this? Where black people are just at each other's throat like this family? I don't think so.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
I was just having a discussion on live about the social commentary aspects of the show just being non-existent, just the effects of everything. I told him that the show seems reduced, and it seems so much smaller than it used to be. We're not, exploring as many things as we used to. I feel like there would have been a whole lot of avenues to take other than the family feuding, especially in this way. Like, there's no coming back from this, but just to keep interest and leave us on a cliffhanger situation. This is where we are.
Yeah, and I don't mean to sound like a fantasy or nothing, but it would have been nice to see Franklin, Jerome, Louie, Sissy, Leon and all his men, Kane and all his men, and whatever men that Gustavo can muster up together and team up and go after Teddy and the government together. You know what I'm saying? That's like an Avengers Endgame level come together rally.
Which is
But
what I'm not understanding. You saw in this episode, I don't remember who mentioned that he's not even a part of the union, or see he's by
a
contract. He's
contract, yeah.
kind of he's like pretty much
A
rogue.
lone wolf,
So
right.
like I don't know if no one else knows that, but like take this nigga out and just keep it moving. Like
Right.
nobody's gonna miss Teddy.
Nobody.
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 Teddy is like, I give it to Teddy for him to be a single one man band. He gets a lot of shit done, and I mean, I guess that's why he's contracted and why they still have any use for him at all. But I don't think any questions would have been asked if Teddy just happened to come up missing.
And what is Reuben's end goal again? Just he doesn't want to just help Sissy. I mean, he's doing that for his own. He's helping her for his own reasons. So, like, what does he want out of Teddy? Because if he could, if he wanted to kill him, he could. But he's trying to get information. So
Yeah.
maybe y'all can read me the scripts like Brendan. It was obvious in chapter 3 at the 7-minute mark. They said this. I don't know what you think, Tyra.
Yeah, I absolutely don't know. Once we have the switch up of who he was and what he was actually after, and this all of a sudden this Russian situation, I was like, well, damn, what is your real end game? Clearly, there's a bigger picture here that we're not aware of. Yeah, I don't think we got any answers this episode. We're just left with questions, and it's much bigger than Sissy thought it was. And I feel like we're really glad as an audience she didn't give up too much information, or he captured, because I feel like if he would have captured anybody, they would have had that same fate, because he just wanted information. It could have been Avi, it could have been Franklin, it could have been anybody.
I got you. And one of the last things I kind of laughed at this is when Sissy went up to Franklin's apartment, his penthouse or whatever it was. Diamond and Black was like, "You want me to frisk her?" She was like, "No." And I gotta give it to Franklin, his dialogue. Like, she was like, "How you gonna fix it?" He was like, "I tried to fix it. That I walked away. I was the bigger man, and I respect that because he did. He was like, they went behind my back. I don't want to argue. I got enough money. I'm just gonna walk away, and that's the best decision that he could make. I would have made it. I mean, that's logical, but he still ended up losing out. I mean, he was screaming at his mama, but at the same time, I understand.
Screaming at Sissy a lot this season.
Yeah. But he did at least say like, thank you for, if you can't move on, I understand. Excuse me. Thank you for what you've done. You did everything you could. I liked all that. It's like, it's not, whatever happens, it's not your fault or whatever I do right now. But he kind of scoffed at it like, well, hey, I can help. He's like, what can you help with? It's like, well, I made some friends in Cuba with the KGB. Fire with fire. He like, you for real? He got his attention came up quick,
Yeah.
And so I like that right there. Mama Duke and him are teaming up, and they're gonna take out Teddy. And I get, the thing is they're gonna have to team up with Reuben to do it, but I don't like Reuben because Reuben killed Avi. So it's just like this sucks. I'm really
I don't feel like he had any intention. I don't think he's friends to anybody. I think Sissy thinks she made a friend, but but I think it's more about the connection that they could get to wherever they're trying to get to through Teddy. I think that he would have, killed anybody. I don't think she has any allies.
Yeah, that's true, because Reuben probably don't need Sissy no more because he got the paperwork or whatever he was looking for. So he got that. So that's just sad, man. But I'm really just disappointed. I mean, that the relationship between Franklin, the family, is over with. It's no coming back from this. You pulled a gun, she want to work with the devil, and then you robbed her, shot her man, and then went to Kane. That's like a quadruple whammy of mess. And it's gonna take a lot of bleach to clean up, if any at all. But what have we not talked about that you can comment on it if you want to? But what else did I not mention that you want to talk about before we head out of here?
I feel like we covered everything. We got the Godfather whisper. I love how he whispered it was Louie. I was like, it was Louie. It's a real Godfather.
Yeah. He gonna walk in, look out the window, and make it all dramatic and stuff. Yeah, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We covered that. We covered our disappointment in Jerome. Oh God, Louie's ass. the disappointment in Franklin, where the family, like, there, we can't even say family anymore. Like, there's
Yeah.
no more family anymore.
Yeah.
Like, everything is pretty much split down the middle because Sissy's never gonna leave her son's side. She,
Right. Right.
that's her brother, but this is my son, and that's not
But
gonna happen.
I forgot. Yeah, Jerome, her brother though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? She gonna. I mean, she gonna have more loyalty to her son,
yeah.
but that's her brother though. You know, like
Because he's gonna stick, as we see, he's sticking like glue to Louie and whatever she has to say.
yeah. I hope he does check her. I want to see an argument between. Please. Yeah. Let's bring Jerome back into the popularity because he's been tripping the last few episodes. He needs to check her. They
Mm,
married now too. Like you tripping, Louis, and you bullshitting. You don't want it. You I can't even talk. You want too much. You're never satisfied.
mm,
You got this. You want to take over the world. Just to
yes.
fill a void. That that's crazy. So you got any more final thoughts, ma'am, on this before we head out of here?
No, like we good on Veronique now. I feel
Yeah.
I feel like she's loyal now. Um, that's pretty hot. Ivy's dead. Ivy gone. We ain't getting no more Ivy.
Ah.
Uh, I would really love to know where the fuck Peaches is, but we're
Yeah.
not going to get that this season. Maybe next season, but we can look forward to some shit coming through for next season because the money is taken and guns have been drawn, so we can wait on that.
Right. And a matter of fact, I was thinking of like Kane gonna go to war. This dude can't even walk.
He got people though. He
Yeah,
made it very clear he has a lot of foot soldiers, which is
that's
why
true.
everybody was looking upside her head. Why would you do this? Do you know what this means for us as a group if and when he finds out? So yeah.
I got you. I got you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us know what you thought about this episode. If you liked it, if you hated it, if you loved it, if you just thought it was okay, whether you agree with me or Tyra or you disagree. Also, let us know about anything that we possibly left out or any theories that you may have, Easter eggs, your predictions for next
Oh,
season. Go ahead,
did we
man. Go
talk
ahead.
about Gustavo?
Yeah, we did it briefly.
Just at all about him getting arrested? Like, what does that mean for? Like, is Gustavo, like, is he prison bound now? Is
I don't
that's
know.
this it for? I hated to see him get arrested. Like, I was
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
sad for Gustavo. Like, I don't know what that really means for him.
Because the kids was asking about him, like, "Are we still going on the trip, mommy? Where's
Yeah.
Gustavo?" And she was like, "I don't know." And so,
Uh,
I don't think Gustavo's in trouble though.
mm,
I think that they're going to make a deal with him. It's like, "Hey,
mm,
Gustavo, you have this amount of time on you, but if you let us know this, this, and this, we'll cut a
mm,
deal." I mean, that's just where I'm thinking it's gonna go.
yeah. Okay.
But man, we got one season left, and it's
Yeah.
all over. And so again, anything else? Anything
No,
else?
no, no, no.
Okay.
That's it. I
Are
just
you
had to
good? No
reach out
rush, no
for
rush, no
reach out
rush.
for my boy to make sure Gustavo. We discussed Franklin knocking. I'll knock all this shit over. We discussed all of that energy, but everything. I think that's everything. Everything's good.
Right on, right on, right on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for our Snowfall season 5, episode 10 recap and review. Let us know how you feel. We want to hear all of the comments. And like I said, if you want to follow Tara, she is on my channel tab right there, second row on the far right. And again, this is what her channel looks like right here. Before we head out of here real quick, why don't you tell the people out there, Tara, what you got going on your channel and why they should subscribe to you?
Man, y'all know what it is. Come on over and back that ass up on my channel. We are throwing it back on the channel. Come on by. We are always doing interesting stuff over there, talking about throwback movies, making them feel like they're brand new. And sometimes we talk about new stuff too. So it's a good time.
Already. Yeah, she's talking about throwback movies, not throwing it back. Like, just don't
Correct.
wanna tailor your expectations. But y'all, I have got the moves. I got my Thor Love and Thunder trailer reaction, my latest movie news roundup show. Views were not that high. I wonder why. I have a theory. Power Book 4, the season finale I just posted, Atlanta episode 5, of course, Snowfall season, episode 9, Moon Knight, all that good stuff. And so just subscribe to both our channels so you can get all of this great content. But guys, again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you head out of here, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, and that's Tyra, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.